Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Davina's Faith. It's Davina here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to know if something is for you. So if you're interested in this topic, then stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm doing this video because I feel like certain people need to hear this. I have one person in my personal life that I feel needs to hear this. Not sure if they're going to watch it or not, but this person inspired me to create this video. So I felt like I'll share some tips and share some of my own experience on how to know something is for you. How do you know if something's for you? So how do you know if something's from God? It's not counterfeit. How do you know if it's for you? So one of the ways that you know that something is for you is you get confirmation. So that's one of them. I'm not going to go into order, but I'm just going to go into what I believe, and from my experience, how I knew something was for me and how it came to pass, and I know that it's for me still. So one thing is confirmation. So normally anytime you get a word, whether it's from somebody, like you get a prophetic word from someone, or you get a word from God, you'll get confirmation. So one person might tell you something, but you might not know because you didn't get that confirmation yet. Then more than likely you may either need to still wait a little bit longer. It may not be completely the time yet, or you might just be a little nervous about it, or a little scared or reluctant to do it. You should always have confirmation. There should always be some type of confirmation when something is for you. So say someone said that, hey, I believe that you're going to get a new car, or hey, I believe that person is your husband. There's going to be some type of confirmation to confirm that it is what it is. So either somebody else will tell you the same thing, or you might have a dream about it. I'm going to use New Jersey. I knew during this time in my life that New Jersey was for me. That those couple of years ago when I moved from Ohio to New Jersey, that was for me. I had confirmation. So I was having dreams about me being back in New Jersey and things like that. And I was kind of nervous about it, but I had other confirmations from it. Basically, one confirmation that I had dreams by itself. So I had one dream, but then I had multiple dreams with me being in New Jersey. Another confirmation I had was when I sit in my dream to get interpreted by someone else that I actually learned dream interpretation from online. One of the people, she interpreted my dream for me, and it's crazy that she even got to my dream because she was someone, and she probably still is. I haven't watched any of her dream interpretation videos in a while, but during that time she was very busy doing dream interpretation. It was very, very hard to get your dream interpreted by her, and I really wanted one of my dreams interpreted by her. It came to be that I had a dream about more dreams about me moving to New Jersey. And I wanted this dream interpreted to get confirmation and to see, what was going on in the dream, because I was still learning dream interpretation during this time. And I just wanted to see if it would be confirmation, basically, in a nutshell. So she ended up getting my dream. So that's another confirmation in itself. Somebody that was super busy in their field of work or in their gift was super busy, got to my dream. Like, she picked my dream out of all the dreams that she could have chosen. She read multiple people's dreams or interpreted multiple people's dreams during that day, but I was one of the few people that got chosen. And number two, she got to interpret my dream. So when she interpreted it, it was it was basically meant for me to come to Jersey. It was said like, hey, don't pack as if you're going to come back. Basically, you're going to be staying there. Like, New Jersey is for you to stay. It's not for you to go and visit or to, don't think like that. It's for you to stay. You're moving to New Jersey, basically, in a nutshell. So yes, confirmation is one way to know that something is for you. Something is for you, it will come to pass, basically. So I'm going to use that same thing as a way to know that something is for you. So I knew that New Jersey was for me, or that was time for me to come to New Jersey, because it came to pass. So I'm here now, wherever, and I didn't have to turn back. So that's how I know it came to pass. Something else is that everything would line up. So as it came to pass, as I was able to move to New Jersey, things lined up. So things had ended up lining up for me to come to New Jersey. It wasn't easy, or it didn't happen suddenly, but I was able to find a way to come here. And then once I came here, things began to line up. My grandmother was reluctant at first because she wanted to just be by herself for the most part. I didn't even want to live with anybody, but God has shown me that basically God has shown me a dream with me and my grandmother in it. So I felt like God wanted me to ask her if I could live with her. Although she was reluctant to say yes about it, she did. That lined up. She said yes, and then I ended up living with her. And then I got jobs, right? So that's things lining up. I was in church consistently. I was in church in Ohio too, but I didn't have a church home. So I was back in my home church, and so I was able to be in church consistently. I was able to do my my craft, which is hairstyling. That had lined up. Basically, I was doing hair at home, getting clients, baking new clients, and meeting my old clients, and then working in a salon, and then basically having my own salon. And even things that I didn't do that I should have done years ago, like getting my driver's license, that happened. So things had lined up, everything had lined up. That's how I knew that New Jersey was for me. Now, I'm not saying that New Jersey will be for me forever, that I will be in New Jersey forever. I don't know where God's going to take me next, or if I will only be in New Jersey to live. But for this season in my life, I know that New Jersey is for me. God showed me was true, that it was from God. It wasn't from me, and it wasn't from the enemy. Everything lined up. And it doesn't matter what hardships that you go through, things will still flow, whatever. So just because something is for you don't mean that you won't have trials. You will have some hardships, because I've been through a lot since being in New Jersey, but guess what, it grew me. So normally when you go through those hardships, it's just a test to see if you're going to quit, if you're going to stay, and also it will help you to grow too. So all the hardships that I went through, it was pretty hard for me, like the level that I was on, like in my strength and in my faith, it was pretty hard, but it helped to shape me and mold me and grow me. I'm a much stronger person in certain areas. Sometimes I could find myself trying to get back to certain places, but I have to just be steadfast and pray and read my word. I need to read my word a lot more than I do now, to be honest. But to stay strong. But a lot of things that I've been through, it helps to grow me. Like this place, I knew that this salon was for me once I got here, but it wasn't perfect. Like I had to do different things to fix it up, not just decorate either. Like the water line, I had to figure out something about that. My toilet, I had to figure out something about that. Now it's about to get, it's starting to get chilly outside. I have to get my heater fixed. So even though the salon is for me, it still comes with some work. It's still a little problems that needs to be fixed. And then when I was living with my grandmother, we didn't see eye to eye all the time. We bumped heads sometimes. And sometimes I didn't like everything that she had to say, but it was for me to stay with her. Like I had a safe, decent place to stay, and then I also was able to help her. So we both helped each other during that time. I could say that I was a part of helping my grandmother to make her move to where she is now. She's no longer in New Jersey. She's now in South Carolina. And I'm not saying that I'm the one that told her to move down there, or I helped her, I paid for everything. No, but I helped encourage her. Like sometimes she got discouraged about moving down there because it was just, she wasn't ready to do that. But I helped to give her encouragement words here and there. Then somebody else had a role in it, giving her encouragement words. Somebody else had a part to do with it, with helping giving her money maybe, or giving her something towards it, whatever. Different people had parts, whatever. And I was one of the people that had part of it, basically. And then she had a part of my journey as well. She said yes to me living with her, so she gave me a nice, safe environment to live in, and a place where I didn't have to pay a ton of money compared to living on my own. So she could say that she was a part of my journey as well. There's plenty of other reasons that I can say too, of how you know that something is for you. But basically, things will flow. No matter what problems that you go through, you'll be able to solve them. It might not happen right away, but things will eventually get better. They won't keep on getting worse and worse. You gotta be careful with saying that too, but because in my place it seemed really good, but then I found different things that was wrong with it, but then it was able to be resolved. And the other areas that I feel like it's for me, things are being resolved. So no matter what problems you have, it'll be resolved. Things will be lined up, and then you'll get confirmation in different ways. So it could be from another word from somebody, it could be from a dream, confirmations come in so many different ways. Those are the 3 things that I wanted to discuss in this video on how you can know that something is for you. If you have any additional questions about what I said, or what other ways or whatever, or you're still not sure if something is for you, you can leave a comment down below. I hope that this video did help you. It did help to narrow some things down for you, and for you to just wait. Like, if you don't have the answer yet, just wait. You don't have to be in a rush to get an answer. And I'm going to be able to share a testimony about that soon. I'll be able to share it. Right now, I don't feel like I can share it yet. But I've been there too, where I feel like I just want an answer right away, like, because I was so used to getting answers pretty fast. But it has to be a season for me to wait and just see how things play out. So yeah, you might not always get your answer right away. You know, sometimes you have to wait for your answer to see if it's for you or whatever. So if you don't have any of those confirmations, you don't have confirmation, all that stuff yet, you need confirmation first before you can move forward. If you don't have that confirmation yet, like I said, it could come from anywhere. It doesn't have to come from a person. Confirmation is not always going to come from a person. But you should receive some form of confirmation. So yeah, if you haven't received confirmation yet, just be steadfast and know that it'll come to pass. Whether it's confirmation that you should, or you'll get some type of confirmation that, hey, you know it's not it or whatever. So yeah, I hope that this video helped you guys. If it did, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this video and you like my other content, I do dream interpretation, I do advice, I do lifestyle, I do little Dollar Tree videos here and there. You like that type of thing, then don't forget to subscribe, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.